The street lights bleed through the blinds, painting stripes on the floor. I'm staring at the ceiling, waiting for a key in the door. But the silence is heavy, it's choking the air in this room. And the cold side of the bed feels like a tomb. I check my phone at 3 a.m., just a habit I can't break, hoping for a sorry or a realization of your mistake. But the screen is dark, just my own reflection, looking back at a man who didn't see the train coming down the track. And I wonder if his hands feel the same as mine. Did you trace the stars on his back? Did you tell him he's divine? You traded out forever for a night inside a hotel room. Now I'm planting flowers on a love that will never bloom. Oh, the trust is shattered glass, cutting up my feet. I'm screaming in a nightmare, dying on a one-way street. I replay the last month, looking for the clues I missed. The way you pulled away every time that we kissed. The phone face down on the table, a nervous little smile. You were already walking away, mile after jagged mile. He said he was a friend, just someone from work. God, I feel so stupid, such a blind and trusting jerk. I built a castle out of promises you never meant to keep. Now the water is rising and the river's too deep. And I wonder if he knows how you take your tea. Does he see the galaxy in your eyes the way you used to be me? You traded our history for a stranger's touch. I guess I loved you too hard and you didn't love me enough. Oh, the trust is powdered dust, blowing in the wind. Tell me, how do I start over? Where do I begin? Was it worth it? Tell me, was the moment worth the pain? You left me standing here, drowning in the freezing rain. I would have taken a bullet, I would have walked through fire, but you stabbed me in the back. You're a beautiful broken liar. I gave you my soul and you sold it for cheap. Now the demons are waking up and I can't get to sleep. There's a ghost in the hallway wearing your face. I'm trying to run, but I'm stuck in this place. You chose him, you left me. And the silence is the loudest thing I've ever heard.
The blue light of the screen is the only thing burning in this room. It cuts through the dark like a cold digital moon. I swipe down again, just a reflex I can't stop, hoping for a name to float to the top. But it's just the time, staring back in monochrome, 3:17 a.m. And I am so totally alone. And the silence is louder than screaming. It's pressing against my chest, stopping my breathing. You're out there somewhere wrapped in someone else's heat, while I'm drowning in the space between these sheets. Just me and the static, just me and the ghost of us. I scroll up to last Tuesday, the last I love you that you sent my way. It feels like a relic from an ancient life before you twisted the knife. I see the little red receipt on my message from last night. It's glowing there, mocking me with this little gray light. You saw it, you paused, and you turned your phone face down. And the silence is louder than screaming. It's pressing against my chest, stopping my breathing. You're out there somewhere wrapped in someone else's heat, while I'm drowning in the space between these sheets. Just me and the static, just me and the ghost of us. I tried to wash the pillowcase, but it still smells like your hair. I look at the doorway, half expecting you standing there. How do you just erase 2 years with a single night? How do you sleep soundly? How are you alright when I'm here dissecting every word you ever said? It's turning red. Maybe I should just let it die. like everything else we had. The sun is trying to come up outside, another day with nowhere left to hide. The room is exactly the same, except for the echoes when I whisper your name. The screen goes black. You aren't coming back. It's just silence now, just silence.
The coffee is cold, sitting right where you left it. You walked out the door, and I barely accepted the fact that you're gone, and you're not coming back. My whole world is fading to white and to black. I asked you the truth, looking straight in your eyes, and you didn't even blink when you fed me those lies. You kissed me goodbye with a poison so sweet, while you were planning the ways you would cheat. Was I just a placeholder for someone else? Did you put our memories up on a dusty shelf? You swore on your life that I was the one, but you were loading the bullet while I held the gun. Yeah, you were safe beyond the trigger, watching me break. How much of my life did you plan to take? Now I'm bleeding out in this empty hole, and you don't even care enough to watch me fall. I replay the moments, the nights you were working late. I was such a fool, blindly tempting my fate. The phone face down, the nervous little smile. You were already gone for 1,000 miles. Did you laugh at me? Did you think I was weak? Every time you touched me, did you feel like a snake? I gave you my trust, I gave you my name. To you this was nothing but a twisted little game. Was I just a placeholder for someone else? Did you put our memories up on a dusty shelf? You swore on your life that I was the one, but you were loading the bullet while I held the gun. Yeah, you were safe beyond the trigger, watching me break. How much of my life did you plan to take? Now I'm bleeding out in this empty hole, and you don't even care enough to watch me fall. Yeah. Tell me, does he know the way you scream in your sleep? Does he know the secrets that you promised to keep? I hate that I miss you, I hate that I care, I hate that I'm reaching for you and you're not there. You burned down the house just to see if it would glow. There are things about you that he'll never know. Why? Tell me why. The worst part isn't even that you found someone new. It's that I lost myself while I was loving you. You took the light and you took the spark, left me stumbling around around in the dark. I checked the lock on the front door twice. Your heart is winter, your soul is ice. You swore I was the one, but you held the gun. Yeah, you held the gun.
Found that photo from July, stuck between the seats. 2 coffees on the dashboard, escaping from the heat. You were laughing at my terrible jokes, wind inside your hair. I swore that I could live forever in that moment there. It felt so permanent, like stone, like something real. I didn't know that happiness was something you could steal. Now the car is silent and the coffee's turned to ice. I paid the cost of loving you, and it was a heavy price. The memories in color, but the reality is gray. I see us dancing in the kitchen, socks sliding on the floor. Then I see you sneaking out the back of the bedroom door. I hear you whispering I love you in the middle of the night. Then I see the text he sent you, hidden from the light. We built a castle out of paper, painted it with gold, but it folded under pressure when the truth was finally told. Remember how we planned the names for kids we'll never have? Walking down the boardwalk, split a cookie by the path. You held my hand so tightly, looked me in the eye. Was it already a performance? Was it already a lie? Because 2 weeks later, you were in his car instead, erasing every promise and every word you said. I see us dancing in the kitchen, it was beautiful, until it wasn't paper castles washing away in the rain, washing away. I watched you sleeping just the other night, bathed in the glow of the hallway light. I used to think you looked like an angel at rest, but now I see the tension tight in your chest. I replay the movies running in my mind, looking for the moments where I was so blind. The way you would smile, but it stopped at your mouth, while your eyes were already looking down south. It wasn't a mistake, it wasn't a slip, it was a lie you carried on the edge of your lip. You were reading from a script I never wrote. I was falling in love, you were just clearing your throat. Every I love you was a line you rehearsed. I was blessing the ground while you were silently cursed. And I was the audience clapping for free while you put on a show that wasn't really for me. What a beautiful lie. I remember the coffee, I remember the rain. I thought we were sharing the joy and the pain, but you were just mirroring everything I did, keeping the real you carefully hid. When you cried in my arms, was it part of the scene? Did you practice the tears? Did you know what they mean? I feel like a stranger in a house I bought, trapped in a web that I never thought I'd get caught in. You were reading from a script I never wrote. I was falling in love, you were just clearing your throat. Every I love you was a line you rehearsed. I was blessing the ground while you were silently cursed. And I was the audience clapping for free while you put on a show that wasn't really for me. Oh, what a performance, what a beautiful lie. Did you ever feel it, just for a second? Or was I just a fool, completely unreckoned? When you kissed me goodbye, was it a relief to finally take off?
curtain is falling, the lights are all out, and I'm left here standing in the shadow of doubt. I'm walking through rooms that echo your name, but nothing about us will ever look the same. You're out there now, finding a new stage to play. I hope he sees through you before it's too late in the day. Take a bow, the show is over now. You can stop pretending this is the unhappy ending. The script is done.
The clock on the wall is the only sound. My knees are shaking on this cold hard ground. The room is pitch black, I can't find the light. Just me and the demons in the middle of the night. My pillow is soaked, a river of salt, and I'm still wondering if this is my fault. You promised me safety, you promised me hope. Now I'm shivering here, completely alone. And the rain keeps falling, covering my tears, washing away the best of my years. You broke every promise you made to my face, left me a hollow and empty space. I'm screaming your name into the dark, but you're the one who extinguished the spark. I'm drowning, I'm drowning in the night. I reached for my phone, but I put it back down. I know you're asleep on the other side of town, probably dreaming, peaceful and deep, while I'm fighting memories I can't afford to keep. I see the shadows dancing on the wall. They look like us before the fall, but it's just a trick, a ghost of the past, shattered like fragments of broken glass. And the rain keeps falling, covering my tears, washing away the best of my years. You broke every promise you made to my face, left me a hollow and empty space. I'm screaming your name into the dark, but you're the one who extinguished the spark. I'm drowning, I'm drowning in the night. Does it hurt you at all? Do you feel any regret? Is it easy for you
drowning's return. The fire is out, but the ash still burns. I wipe my eyes, but the vision is blurred. You left without saying a single word. Sunrise is coming, but my world is gray. Just another night that turned into day. Empty room, broken trust. Everything we were turned to dust. I'm still drowning. I'm still drowning. I'm looking at the stars, trying to read the code. Is there a map for this broken, winding road? They say that everything happens for a reason, but what's the reason for this bitter cold season? I gave you my truth, naked and bare. You traded for a secret, a breath of stolen air. If the universe is balanced and karma is real, why am I the only one broken on the wheel? Is love just a chemical, a trick of the mind, designed to make the wisest men go blind? Is trust a currency we spend until we're poor, a lock that's easily picked on an open door? I'm asking the sky, I'm asking the dark, why do we build a fire just to smother the spark? If we were written in the stars, tell me who held the pen, and why did they write the ending before we began? We talk about fate like a set in stone, but you made a choice when you were alone. Was it destiny that led you to his bed, or was it just the voices whispering in your head? I'm trying to solve the equation of us, subtract the betrayal, divide by the trust, but the math doesn't work, the numbers don't align. You were never really yours, so you could never be mine. Is love just a chemical, a trick of the mind, designed to make the wisest men go blind? Is trust a currency we spend until we're poor, or a lock that's easily picked on an open door? I'm asking the sky, I'm asking the dark, why do we build a fire just to smother the spark? If we were written in the stars, tell me who held the pen, and why did they write the ending before we began? What is a promise if it breaks like glass? What is a future if it's haunted by the past? Do liars sleep better than the honest man? Will I ever have the courage to believe again? I'm standing on the edge of everything I knew, looking for a version of the world that's true.
Got my case open on the cold concrete, watching the fancy shoes walking down the street. You throw a quarter, maybe you throw a dime, but nobody's got the time to listen to a loser's rhyme. It's getting cold out here, my fingers feel slow, but I got a story that I think you should know. It's about a girl, yeah, it's always the same old tune, about how my whole world ended way too soon. She was the sunshine in this dirty old town. I was the guy just trying not to drown. I didn't have much, just these 6 strings and a song. I guess in the end that wasn't enough to keep her long. Now I'm singing my heart out to the passing cars, just me, the pavement, and these rusty old bars. We used to sit on a fire escape till 3 a.m., sharing a cheap bottle and laughing at them. The rich folks in the high-rise across the way. She said, baby, we got more love than they got paid. I believed a man, I was such a fool, 'cause love don't pay the rent, that's the golden rule. Then a guy in a suit showed up with a shiny black ride. He offered her the world and something in her died. She was the sunshine in this dirty old town. I was a guy just trying not to drown. I didn't have much, just these 6 strings and a song. I guess in the end that wasn't enough to keep her along. Now I'm singing my heart out to the passing cars, just me, the pavement, these rusty old bars. She didn't even say goodbye, she just packed a bag, left me feeling like a discarded rag. I saw them drive away, I saw her looking back once. Now I'm sitting here feeling like the king of the dunces. It hurts right here, man, it hurts real bad. Best thing I ever lost, best thing I ever had. Lights are buzzing on, it's getting late. Just another night of resigning to my fate. My throat is sore and my heart is broke. Our whole relationship went up in smoke. I hope she's happy in that big warm bed, while I got these reoccurring blues inside my head. Yeah, thanks for the dollar, Mister, I appreciate it. It helps a little bit. Just a street singer story, same old story. She's gone and I'm still here.
Used to leave the porch light on, burning through the rain, a beacon in the darkness, a signal for your pain. I thought if I just waited, if I kept the door unlocked, you wander back to me, amazed and slightly shocked. But the bulb burned out last Tuesday, and I didn't change the fuse. I think I'm finally realizing I have nothing left to lose. The dust has settled on the floor where it used to stand. I'm no longer reaching out for your invisible hand. You're not stuck in traffic, you're not lost in the night. You're just gone and maybe that's alright. I'm breathing in the silence, letting the hope expire. I'm finally walking away from the I was angry for a long time. I was screaming at the wall. How could you betray us? How could you let us fall? But anger is a heavy coat, and I'm too tired to wear it now. I'm wiping the sweat and the worry from my brow. You made your choice to leave me, find another bed, and no amount of wishing will change a word you said. It wasn't a mistake, it was a path you chose to take. The dust has settled on the floor where you used to stand. I'm no longer reaching out for your invisible hand. You're not stuck in traffic, you're not lost in the night. You're just gone and maybe that's alright. I'm breathing in the silence, letting the hope expire. I'm finally walking away from the fire. I hope he makes you happy in a way I couldn't do. I hope the grass is greener, I hope the sky is blue. I'm not wishing you bad luck, I'm not wishing you pain. I'm just closing the window to shut out the rain. The key is on the table, the ghost is leaving the room. Checked my phone this morning, and I didn't look for your name. It's the first time in a year that I haven't played that game. The coffee tastes a little better, the air feels a little light. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. The wound is turning into a scar, and you are very, very far. You're not coming back. I know you're not coming back, and I'm letting go. Dust to settle.
The bags are by the door, the keys are on the sill. The house is finally quiet, the air is cold and still. I'm looking at the photos, the ones we didn't burn. A lesson in the fire is a hard way to learn. I saw the way you looked at him, I saw the truth unfold, a story of betrayal that's already been told. But I'm not here to scream, and I'm not here to fight. I'm just here to end this and walk into the night. So goodbye to the secrets, goodbye to the lies, goodbye to the galaxy hidden in your eyes. I loved you more than oxygen, loved you more than life, but love shouldn't feel like the twisting of a knife. I'm closing the book now, the pages are torn from the ashes of us. I have to be reborn. Goodbye, my love, I want you to know something before I walk away. I don't carry hatred for you in the light of day. Hate is just a poison that keeps the wound alive, and I need to let it go if I'm going to survive. I forgive you for the weakness, I forgive you for the pain, I forgive you for leaving me standing in the rain. Not because you earned it or because you were right, but because I need to sleep when I lay down tonight. So goodbye to the secrets, goodbye to the lies, goodbye to the galaxy hidden in your eyes. I loved you more than oxygen, I loved you more than life, but love shouldn't feel like the twisting of a knife. I'm closing the book now, the pages are torn from the ashes of us. I have to be reborn. Goodbye, my love, goodbye. I hope you find the thing you were looking for in him. I hope you learn to swim before the lights go dim. You broke me down
Take care of yourself, I mean it. Take care. Goodbye. Goodbye.